Welcome to LearWire. Today I will be doing a YT Copycat review. This is a new app that hit AppSumo, I believe, last week. And softwares like this excite me. I do like to test these out because I always have the dilemma of creating content on YouTube first and then trying to maintain my brand as a website. And I just don't have the time. You definitely would have to hire a virtual assistant to run these processes. I'm in between virtual assistants right now, so I don't have one. And so, needless to say, my LearnWirePro.com website that is supposed to also make content from my videos has been left alone for the last couple months. So that's where, and I really haven't found a perfect tool that I absolutely love. So we're going to go test out YT Copycat and see. But basically, our tool effortlessly integrates with your WordPress blog, turning YouTube videos into blog-ready articles at the click of a button. I've been looking for a perfect tool like this. Haven't really found it. Yes, Koala does this. Yes, ZimWriter has some YouTube features, I believe, where you can plug in a YouTube video and it'll write an article. Almost all the top articles that AI writers that I use have some type of feature. AI Wisemind does as well, but I still kind of don't like them. And I'm still kind of looking for the perfect one that's built just for this purpose. So we're gonna go check out YT Copycat. I did go and look and see if they had a free version. They do not. You have to use your you have to put your Stripe details in to use the. And I know that's a turnoff for a lot of people, so that's why I'm here to go ahead and research that stuff for you and purchase the tool on your behalf, so you don't have to, and you can check my review out and see if you like the tool, and then you can go and purchase it based on my review. So right off the bat, I don't like that. It's kind of a turn off when someone makes you put in your Stripe details. But at the same time, you do have to look at it from both angles. If you are a business owner, if you have a chance to capture someone's Stripe information and all they have to do is just click a button to renew, then great, right? Because what do a lot of people do? They sign up for a free account. They may use it once, they may not use it at all, and then the 7-day trial ends, and then, they lose a customer. No one purchases. So, it's kind of a catch-22 because you also want people to jump in and maybe use the tool. And if they love the tool, then they'll be happy to go and purchase. So I can see both sides. But personally, I like to kind of go and just check out the tool. And then I usually end up going and buying it if I like it anyways. So let's jump into this real quick, but I'm going to go and actually, right off the bat before we go and cover all that, I'm going to go into the dashboard over here. You can see the plan that I just purchased, 50,000 words for ChatGPT 3, and then ChatGPT 4, you get 10,000 words. So I do like that they're being clear about how to use this or how many credits you get. So it's 60,000 total words. There must be a dial where we can choose between the two, and so forth, right? It'll tell you that I'm on the productivity LTD plan and so forth. And this is all the stuff that I get. I'm going to go over here to the tools and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can connect my blog right here first. So I'm going to do that behind the scenes and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I was not able to get the new application password and so forth set up. It should be easy. You just click over here. And I have found that this connection does not work. It only works about 50% of the time. And so, this isn't going to be a reason why I wouldn't get the tool. A couple of weeks ago when I did my review on Article Fiesta, I also had issues with this exact same application password type. It's a REST API access. So it's a very simple, easy integration. However, it doesn't always work as easy as it sounds. So you'd probably just have to get support, and you would, because with Article Fiesta, I was able to get my everything situated and fixed. So you'd probably just do the same thing. You do push the add button. You put your application password in here, username. I would definitely go through the steps and push add blog. It probably will work for most people. For whatever reason, I have bad luck with this. And so it doesn't work for me. So, it looks like you would just add your blog right there. I tried 3 times. It didn't work, for me. And then looks like you would be able to do an auto publication to a YouTube channel. You put the YouTube channel right here. You'd put your blog. Once you connect your blog here, you'd put the blog right there and then publish from this YouTube channel. then it looks like you would be able to actually get content published automatically. So I really, really like this, but like I said, I will have to get this fixed. I would have to go and push the contact support button and put my name and email in and a message that I need help and so forth. Okay, so let's go right to the sales page right here. This is YT Copycat. We've seen a couple of other tools like this before on AppSumo. I'm going to zoom through this part because I've already had kind of a long introduction. Looks like it does have an integration with MailerLite and Stripe. Now, MailerLite is the email application of choice for YT Copycat. So that's probably why they integrated MailerLite with this, because they know it. And so they went ahead and integrated it. But honestly, it's not the most popular one. So I would like to see other email integrations like GetResponse and Aweber and ConvertKit and so forth, right? So best for bloggers, authors, and content creators. If you want to start niche websites and go and grab YouTube channels and, kind of work your way like that, that would be a good use case for this. Also, and even more importantly, or more commonly, it would be if you're a YouTube content creator and you want your YT Copycat to go ahead and create content based on your own videos. They do have a video. I did not watch that. And so forth. So we're going to go ahead and just come down here. They only have one plan offered right now. I did go and look and see, and then if we come through here, I got to be honest, just reading through here, you need to know kind of what you're buying and getting into. This is this person's first software that they've created. So I'm sure that there's going to be some bugs and kinks and things like that. It does look like it's possibly a one-man show. So you just need to be aware of what you are buying. I do like the price point. At least it is not an expensive one. So he came in, not asking for $59 or higher. Came in with some pretty generous amount of content. It is basically solving a process for you. Yes, we can go to ChatGPT, install plugins, do all these things to get similar results. But like I said, this is a tool that was built to do exactly what I need it to do. And I do think it's priced right. I do think this would be about 25 articles per month. It's pretty good. It's not the best, not the worst. I would say it falls in line with what I would expect. If this price was $59, I would just think that that's just too high, especially because it is not a big team or anything like that. I don't know what this link right here takes you to. It doesn't take you to anything. So, this is what you get right here, right? There's no roadmap right here, nothing. So again, you've got to be aware that this is a brand new startup. It's a one-man show, and you kind of need to go in with a little bit lower expectations, if that makes sense, and so forth. And if you're not comfortable doing something like that, then this probably wouldn't be the buy that I would tell you to do. But at the same time, you guys are Sumolings, you guys are AppSumo buyers, and you already know that you can get full refunds, no questions asked, 60-day money-back guarantees to go and try out the tool and so forth. And that's when we're going to really see how good the tool is. There are some questions and so forth. Well, it looks like they have any languages supported, all kinds of languages right there supported. So that's always a good question. Here was the most important thing that I looked into. Why is this not stackable? Like 5 codes or something like that? Because to stack up the code, I literally need to develop the ability to stack the codes on my software. So it's not available at the moment, but it will be at some point. So hopefully I would be all over this, fixing this, sooner rather than later, because if you go to launch and scale like this, there's going to be a lot of customers on AppSumo. You need to get that fixed so you can make more sales, buddy. So you really, really need to get that fixed. He does put his contact support request and so forth right there. So enough said about all that. Just know what you're getting into. Looks like it does have a couple of reviews. Someone that bought 240 right here does a great job. It's relatively simple to use. Tested some YouTube videos, and I felt that the summaries were a very good reflection of the actual content of the video. This will save a lot of time, blah, blah, blah. A few suggestions: summarize content, note, original video title. We'll add one more here. It would be cool if you could pull in the actual entire transcript as well for a quick side-by-side comparison to see the differences between the content. Thanks for this. And then an amazing results on my first YouTube blog right here. Looks like it pulled out a 700-word article. So Again, there's only one price, one thing that you can buy. $29 gets you 60,000 words, 10 channel summary descriptions, 3 registered blogs, 6 WordPress publication automations, 30 plus languages. Content is saved in your member space. All right, let's go jump in. Click on the tools and you're going to get this YouTube to Twitter, YouTube to blog article, YouTube to newsletter, and YouTube to summary. One of the other tools that you can do over here, I already did this ahead of time, which is cool. Subscribe to YouTube channels. You can go like this right here. And I subscribe to William Jones, Ferdy right here. And you can, it's really easy. You'll just go over here. Let's just say you find someone on YouTube that you like their content and their topic ideas. So then you would just go over here you'd click on the channel button right over here, and then you would get that link right there, the channel link. Very important. You'd put that in right over here, select your language right over here, and just push subscribe, and then it will go boom, and it is done. So now we have all these, and so subscribe to your favorite channels using their URL and receive convenient email summaries of newly released videos. Stay connected and never miss an update from your preferred content creators. Explore this feature now and enhance your YouTube experience. I'll go see if I can find let's see right over here, questions. This is really cool right here. I'm going to highlight this part right here. Very, very important. These are the details, and this is why I look into the comments and what is being said about the software and so forth. That's why my introductions are so long, guys, is because I'm going out and doing this research so you don't have to. And it's important to know things like this, right? Right here, 10 channel summary descriptions. This refers to a feature where you can add up to 10 different YouTube channels. So that's important. You can only add up to 10. So make sure you choose kind of your favorite ones. Whenever a new video is released on any of these channels, you'll receive an email summary of that video. And just so you know, these summaries won't count towards your generated word consumption. Very, very important, guys. So all those summaries that it's going to be starting to throw at you every day or, every couple of days is not going to eat at this 60,000 words that you get. So I really like that. That's awesome. All right. So we're going to come over here and we're just going to go back to the tools, and let's go and write something real quick, because that's really the big thing that we really want this to be able to do for us. So we're going to go YouTube video URL. So let's go back over here to my channel, type in LearnWire real quick, click on the button there to the channel and go to videos, and let's go see what we have here. So byte play, let's just take this, that's a 45-minute video, yikes. Let's just do launch cart right here. It's a 28-minute video. I've been putting out some long reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab the URL right here, go back into YT Copycat, throw that in right there. English, we got friendly tone, inspiration, persuasive, educational. I'm just going to go with educational. Style is an informative, promotional, how-to guide. Case study, it's a product review. Let's select that. I like that you have these options right here. So we're going to go product review, length. Let's go with short, medium, long, very long. Let's go with a long post for now. AI model. So we can choose straight GPT-4 right there. It's going to take those 4. It's going to eat into that 10,000 words, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just stick with what it can do with the 3.5. And it's just as simple as that. You just need your URL, a couple little options there, and generate content. So the wheel is spinning. Depending on the length of the video, the processing can take longer. Please be patient. Do not leave or refresh this page. What's going on in the back end, guys, is we can go over here and we can go and show transcript. The software is using probably plugins from GPT or something like that. And here's the transcript right over here, right? So this is automatically generated, this transcript from YouTube themselves. They have their own tool that does that. And it's going to be pretty decent, probably 85 to 90% accurate right here. So it's going to grab all this text right here, which is, depending on whatever process YT Copycat's using. This is definitely not new, processes or steps or anything like that, but it still is a pain. Having to go to ChatGPT and, like what this is doing in the background for us, especially if we hook up this automation, is really, really cool. Because we would have to go to ChatGPT and install plugins and, do everything manually. And believe me, I've already done that. And that's why I'm not getting my blog post published right now, because it does take time and so forth. So we'll come back. I'll put the timer on and see how long this takes. Oh, wow. Before I could push the pause button, it's already done. So that was super fast. That was less than 60 seconds. That's just completely nuts. I'm going to go ahead and push pause, kind of read through this, gather my thoughts, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've kind of sifted through this. The text is pretty good, pretty high quality. It's kind of on point. Just a couple things to note. I'm not sure if this right here is an H1. I wouldn't put that in, your H1 should be at the top. So maybe we would just move this to the top or so forth. But these look like, hopefully they're H. You can come up here to the copy the HTML. We can go over here to just HTML. Actually, let's just go over here. I'll just go into my website. This will be the easiest way to kind of see what this is going to look like. We'll just go to add new. It's been over a month since I've published anything on this site. I'm going to go back to YT Copycat and just copy the text because that would probably be what you would use. It should be able to just paste right in here. Boom. And so it does have that meta description and so forth. So that's not going to work. Let me go back with a undo. And let's go back to, because it does give you a meta description. That's really nice. SEO keywords gives us these as well. But we're going to go right in over here. And this is like an introduction, right? So we're going to have to go, so they just need to fix this, right? This is the introduction right here. Are you in the market for an e-commerce site, blah, blah, blah. To begin, let's get familiar with, so it kind of has two introductions. It's a little funky, not quite 100% on point as far as just how you would start off your blog post. So I think they need to improve that, but let's just, for fun, grab that, go put that in as our title. I definitely would put launch cart review and fix that up. That H1 definitely needs fixed with the, launch cart review in there. But then I'm going to go ahead and grab, so then we would need this. So this part kind of is a little finicky. It needs a little fix just a little bit, right? Because then we would come in right here and we'd have our H2 and we'd come all the way down. I'm going to copy that, and this is what it will look like. It does look like it copies the headings and everything gets saved. So that's pretty good. We do have our H1 up here, and then these look like they are, in fact, H2s, which is good, but and it does chunk up or break up the content really, really well. I like that. This is the longest paragraph I see right here, this conclusion paragraph. It's a little long, but everything else seems to be just a couple sentences long. I do like that. But a couple parts that I saw was like key features and benefits. Like one of the noteworthy features of LaunchCart is its AI integration. Like this right here, needs to come up and be like this, AI integration. And then this needs to be a paragraph. Maybe it needs to be a heading, and maybe this needs to be an H3. So this kind of stuff, hopefully, the creator of YT Copycat is watching my video, because this is kind of what we need. A little bit better formatting, I think, custom domains and SSL certificates right here. So I would copy that, right? And then we would come through here, because you want to make this easy on the eyes, right? We would make this an H3 as well. So a little bit, it needs a little improvement on the formatting, but other than that, it's pretty good. It broke up all this. One other thing that it didn't do well was that it did not actually provide a price. And I went over this pricing in my review, so it was clearly stated in my review, the actual cost. It didn't go out and get that cost. And for me, that kind of tells me, it's kind of interesting, because I know what it takes in order to get this information. So in other words, what it should have done was it really should have taken all this content right over here, right? And gotten the actual price, like right over here, $699, 100 stores. I said at the highest tier was $699. It doesn't mention anything like that, right? So I did go over all that, and so it had the context, but it just missed that part. It didn't put in here an actual price. So we're looking at the pricing tiers right here. It does go over the introduction pricing tier, the high launching tier price, but it does not state what those prices are. So that's another step, and that's something that you want to see in this stuff, right? You want an actual price for the person that's reading the article. So there's kind of a ding right there that it doesn't really hit too well. Customization, it's decent, but so basically the structure just needs improved. They need to have H2s and H3s, especially for the product reviews. You definitely need to work in here, maybe some pros and cons, things like that. But overall, how many words is this? It's just going to be easier to come I'm just going to highlight all of this text from here down and then just use my tool to find that out. So it did write a over 1,000-word article. And this is where this tool is going to come in handy, because you're not really going to be able to create a 1,000-word article with the just basic ChatGPT way about doing this, right? You have to nurture the ChatGPT article that it's creating in order to get a 1,000-word article. There's going to be a lot more copy and pasting and blah, 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 all that stuff, right? Take it from me as someone that has used ChatGPT to do this exact process. It does take a lot of work, more work than you want to put in. I will say that. So I do like the amount of content it came up with. And if you're trying to kind of autopilot this, then this is pretty darn good. It does. I'm curious. I would be interested to see what it does with this content right here, the SEO keywords and the meta description. Is it able to actually hook that up to our blog over here and put that in, as the, like the excerpt right here? Does it put that in right over here? Or does it put, down here, does it put the meta description in this box right here? Or does it use SEO keywords? What does it do, right? With that information? But overall, pretty good for a first run. I definitely think there's going to be improvements and so forth. They are going to be, one of the other questions, was about images. That's another thing I wanted to address. It did not create any images for us, but they did say, somewhere in the comments over here, that they are going to be looking at images. So it does look like they do have a way of doing this right here. I do have a standalone version that allows you to use your own OpenAPI key. However, it's only compatible with Windows at the moment. You can check it out here. So this is interesting. They do have the standalone version that you could, I'm going to go and open this up for you guys. So this is why you go and do this extra research, right? That's why my videos are long, because I go and try to do this. So there is this standalone version that you can go buy. This is probably separate from the AppSumo deal that would give you an unlimited content. You hook your own API into it. So kind of imagine it's like ZimWriter. So this is more like for ZimWriter, you're going to use your own open API key, and you're going to have just full, unrestricted access to this. It says it evades AI detectors right there, user-friendly, high-quality content. You can use GPT-4 all day long, unlimited content, no caps on your creativity. I'm wondering if you can hook it up to your blog and all that stuff still on that version. I would want to make sure that we can do that before buying this, but that's another option over here. That's definitely different than the AppSumo deal. I do have plans to add video thumbnails in the future. However, generating images isn't on the roadmap right now. Okay, so at least we got some clarity on that. The images are not on there, but they do, for me, even just the video thumbnail, because if we go over to LearnWire right now, if we go over to my site, you'll see that I have all the thumbnails and that it automatically is brought in by the other tool that I'm using, right? So we click on this and then we do have the video comes in, but we have the thumbnail on those home pages and it just looks really, really good. So hopefully he gets that fixed soon, as far as just bringing in the thumbnail at the bare minimum would be really, really good. So I'm going to go back over here and just go back to the, it looks like they have a standalone right here. They actually have that right over here as well. It reminds me of ZimWriter, kind of a large chunk of change that you don't have to pay for ever again. And you do have to use, it's kind of like buying a vehicle, but then you have to use, purchase gasoline, which is, OpenAI credits that you pay for. So you're kind of like buying a vehicle, but then you still have to supply the gas, if that makes sense. Let's just go to the YouTube to summary section real quick, and let's see what this kind of looks like. So launch cart, let's just stick on this same one since we already have this open and I want to kind of end this pretty soon. I'm going to say generate content. So this summary looks like if you use the summarizer this way, it will use credits. But if you set up those favorite YouTube channels and you get emailed when a new video hits, then those summaries will be not use credits, if that makes sense. So you get a pretty nice rundown right here of that video. almost, 250 words right here. It's going to basically tell you what that video is about. And then you could take this and you could go in and just do a bunch of different things with it. You could use Claude now to say, hey, write a full blown article about this. There's a lot that you can do. It's a pretty neat tool. We'll go back to tools, see if there's anything else I want to look at. YouTube to newsletter. Let's go grab that one as well. We're going to put the YouTube video in here, and let's just say, sure, we'll go with entertaining, casual, boom, generate content. And what I think it's supposed to be trying to do here is just creating kind of a newsletter or email type email for us so we can go and email our list about our new video that we just created. So let's see what it comes up with for us right here. I will say that it's extremely fast considering that it's, hooked directly in API into OpenAI to do all these processes, and it's super slick, super fast. I do like that. That's a thumbs up on that for speed. Hey there, I've got some juicy news for you today. You know those big players in the e-commerce platform game like Shopify, Biggie, blah, blah, blah. Well, get ready to meet your scrappy little cousin, Launchcart. Launchcart is a software that's shaking things up, offering an alternative. But who's this for, you ask? Well, listen up, YouTubers, content creators, and e-commerce websites, blah, blah, blah. So it does give this a newsletter style. So remember, a newsletter is intentionally longer than just a typical email. So we're looking at, but it's not too long. It's at that 300 word mark. But wait, there's more, blah, blah, blah. It's BFFs with Printable and Printify. So it does use all of this information from that video that is true. Printable and Printify. Remember, it's not going and getting any website information or anything. It's only taking context from the video URL that I supplied it. So if you're thorough in your reviews like I am, then it should be able to pick up a lot of information, right? In conclusion, my fellow e-commerce enthusiasts, Launchcart seems to be the answer for the platform, and it's promising, cost-effective, and blah, blah, blah. So why not give it a whirl? That's it for now, but stay tuned. And then right here, you could just say, if you want to check it out, check the video out here, and then you could say, go check this out on AppSumo. You could just drop your couple links right there, put your name, and you're literally just giving information out to people in a very, very non-salesy way. And you could have a couple call to actions or links at the bottom. Really, really impressed with the newsletter portion of this. Tools. We'll come back over here to tools, and we will go to one last one. Let's go and try out the tweets. We got friendly, entertaining. I'm going to go with entertaining again. I think that sounded cool. Engaging. I'm not sure about Twitter thread. I don't know, what that check mark is or not, but we'll go to generate content. So now it should be creating some tweets for us. We'll see how many tweets it gives us, and then we'll go ahead and conclude our review. Okay, so that took about 30, 45 seconds. The Twitter one took a little bit longer than all the rest of them, but not too bad. And then now look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it gave us 5 tweets from that one video. Looking for an alternative to Shopify and BigCommerce? Check out Launchcart. This software offers amazing features like AI integration, custom domains, SSL certificates, and more. Perfect for YouTubers, content creators, and blah, blah, blah. And it goes hashtag Launchcart, hashtag e-commerce. Share right here. Boom. Looking for a cost-effective solution for your e-commerce business? Look no further. Launchcart offers various pricing plans, so it does change it up a little bit. This one talks about pricing plans and so forth. Want to create custom pages, product launches, or listings, checkout processes for your online store. So these are all unique ways of saying that this is a good tool. It gives the emojis in there and so forth. So I'm impressed with the Twitter one as well. Yeah, we can go to ChatGPT and do this for us. But again, this tool is doing, this is solving that issue, guys, of, for one, I used GPT 3.5 on purpose. I could have selected 4, but I used GPT 3.5 on purpose because I wanted to see what the quality was. You can only bet that the quality is going to get even better on GPT-4. But I'm going to go ahead and conclude this real quick. And the conclusion for this will be, I'm going to go back to the tools section so I can talk about this. I'm not going to worry about the auto-publish to WordPress. I'm just going to assume that this does work. You just need to send in a ticket if you're having issues. Most people probably will be able to hook theirs up, no problem. And so I wouldn't let this, be, the nail on the coffin of not getting the softwares. I think that this one's fine. So I like the subscribe to YouTube channels. I did that earlier today. So, I didn't get any emails because none of those channels actually have submitted any new, YouTube videos, right? But this should automatically email you with summaries when your favorite channels, upload. So I like those features in there. So the Twitter function, I thought that was really, really awesome. I think it was high quality. It did a good job. The YouTube to blog article, go back and watch that part of the video. The things that I liked about it was the content length. It's going to do a lot better than just ChatGPT can do. I didn't test the readability and all that kind of stuff, but it's going to be what you're going to get, right? GPT 3.5, you're going to get the same kind of readability that you would get if you logged into OpenAI, ChatGPT and just, said, hey, write an article about this subject. So it's going to be pretty standard. It's not going to blow your, mind, or anything like that. As far as the readability scores and the SEO scores, they're going to be decent. One thing I would like to test, if I was going to test this out again, we will click in here. I would test the SEO keywords that it gave us. I would want to see that actually inputted into the articles. Okay. But overall, is this, a better process, or saving you time? That's most important to me, is saving time, tools that save time and processes. I think it is accomplishing that. It does a good job. I can only hope that it even gets better, right? I would like to see images, the featured image, and then maybe a couple of images from Pexels, or just an option to have a couple images would be cool in here as well, especially if you're going to set up kind of like an auto publish type thing every time you publish something. But overall, I give it like a 7 or 8 on the blog article. I do think it needs some things. The H2s and H3s and the formatting needs improved. That's probably the number one thing that I would want to see. And then I'd like to see the featured image added, and then maybe, some more, a little bit of SEO options put in there. And then this would be really, really good. The YouTube to newsletter, I was very impressed with that as well. I could just see myself, creating a video, using this tool real quick, and then going and sending an email, get more eyeballs on your content and on your video in a non-salesy way. I think the newsletter is really, really awesome. I want to go over here to, okay, right here. This is exactly what I was looking for, guys. So I want to click on the My Content button right over here and see if that one shows up. So the things that we did over here, right? We have a summary, a newsletter, an article, and tweets. So if I wanted to click in here, we can get those last tweets so you're not losing any information. Here's the article right here. And this is what I was talking about, these SEO keywords. Like, are these inserted into the content? I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go Control F, Control V. And I just want to see, like, it was actually put in there several times. Look at this. So let's go back up to SEO content. And let's try to pick another one, like custom domains. We'll copy this one, Control F, Control V, and custom domains was in there twice right there. And then, yeah, so it is in the content, every single one of these SSL certificates, reviews management. That's an interesting one. How did they fit that one in? Did they fit this one in here? That one did not make its way into the article, but it does look like most of these SEO keywords did in fact make its way into the content itself, which is really, really good to see. So overall, these really in-depth reviews is just kind of crazy, guys, because I really do want to keep these under 20 minutes. But, no harm, no foul. YT Copycat, it's only $29. It does have 2 5-star reviews so far. It is a one-man show. It is going to be maybe a little bit slower on the integrations and so forth that you're going to get. As far as just kind of like just risk of buying this, I would put this, it wouldn't be the greatest tool. If you're very, very tight on your budgeting, then this probably wouldn't be the tool, just for the fact that I know that this isn't a large team. This would be a little bit higher risk, for the fact that if this is going to be around in the next year or two, right? But, if you have a little bit of money to spend and this solves a process, like for myself, I purchased this. I'm going to go ahead and keep YT Copycat because I like it. I want to see where it goes, and I'm going to use it, in my business on at least one of my, channels and / YouTube channels. I wish that they had different if you could upgrade. This would be a tool would be upgrading, because I want more content. I would want to manage more blogs, because I publish up to 16 videos, up to 20 videos on one channel per month. That would be only one of these plans right here. I would need more than that, right? Right now, I believe you could just go and purchase this multiple times, and that would be kind of the solution, and just register for different accounts. Overall, like I said, I would give this a 7 or 8. It has a lot of promise. The interface was super slick, super fast. Everything worked the way that it was supposed to. And then the price point is really, really good. So overall, I would recommend YT Copycat if you do anything with YouTube and websites. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, there's a link below if you want to pick this up and support LearnWire. Then the first link below will be straight to the AppSumo deal, this page right here, and just go and purchase this right now. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.